The learning management system we developed at Learning Lab is currently implemented for Matematik, which is the basic math course at DTU. I will show you how this works in the everyday. So the students, first of all, they log in using their DTU login through the same as Portalen and so on. And when they are logged in, they have access to Lektioner, which is the list of lectures or course days of the course, and for each day there's an agenda, and that's what I'm going to show you now. So let's go to the agenda of well, not this week, I'll go back again, but the agenda of this one. So an agenda basically describes what is this all about, what are the keywords today, how to prepare. In this case, watch this video, read this eNote, and so on. And when you're looking at this, in the end, by the way, we have all the exercises that people are supposed to go through. So this just outlines what they are going to do today. And as you notice, there are some links with a yellow background. And those links with the yellow background are e-learning activities. So when I click one of these activities, I go to a view where, depending on the activity, in this case it's a video, so the video is embedded from YouTube. You can watch the video and you can also comment on it. We'll see a little bit more about that in a moment. And if you click the other link, which was yellow, this one, you go to the eNote, which is also marked to be an activity. So the eNote basically is the textbook for the course. Everything is online. So this is Math Online. We have sections, body text, examples, anything you would find in a normal textbook. And actually you can get it as a PDF as well, but there are no printed version of this text unless people print it themselves. In the end, because this is an e-learning activity, you can also write comments, and this is the social functions that we have in this system. One of the very interesting things, let's go back, is how we handle exercises. So let's enter an exercise. So what we see right here is an exercise, the description of the exercise, and then you can get hints. So you can ask to get a hint, how to get started on this. So then there will be a little tip on where to look or what to think about. Basically what a helping teacher is normally giving the student on location. The students can acquire this themselves using the interactive functionalities of our exercise machine in this website, in the portal. And in this case, go to definition 8.5. You have a direct link to definition 8.5. What is a linear projection? And that's how it works. And finally, of course, you can give comments and add notes and so on to this exercise. So we think this is a very innovative way of working with exercises, giving people interactive online help, saving the resources of helping teachers for more interesting discussions on conceptual understanding and so on. When people are done with an exercise, they can simply tick it off like this, and they can also mark it to be a favorite if for some reason this particular exercise or activity turned out to be useful for their understanding of math. So they can collect a lot of favorite activities and go back to them later on when they are preparing for exams and want to review the stuff. So of course this is reflected here. So what you see is that the actual exercise that I marked as ticked off and done and a favorite is also reflected in this list. And same thing for everything else. So if we take a look at this one, a pencast, we have another type of e-learning activity in the system. And this pencast is a flash pencast made with the LiveScribe Pulse Smart Pen, and it's integrated directly in the page. One of the interesting things about pencast is that you can jump around in the pencast by pointing at the particular text that you want to go to. And the idea of doing that is, of course, that you, in this way, you have an opportunity of listening to audio commentary on that particular part of the exercise. All these pencasts, by the way, are all a pencast over examples from the textbook. So the basic idea is that we have the textbook as the foundation of the course, and we can create videos, animations, pencasts on top of examples and theorems and so on. And this enables students who are not so theoretically oriented in their learning style to ingest an example by having a walkthrough by a person in a pencast instead of reading it him or herself. And we believe this flexibility is greatly appreciated because students are different and they learn in different ways. So we can use the IT technology to accommodate to that. So again, you can see that we have a commentary function in the bottom of all pages for all learning activities, and this is one of the ways we integrated social functionalities in these pages. So you might ask, how does all this content get into the system? First of all, we write it ourselves. So we write the agenda, we write the exercises, we write the eNotes, which is the textbook material you saw on the pages just before. And all this material is available under this particular page. So here you see the eNotes divided into chapters, subsections, and so on. You can click into any of this. And this is, by the way, not protected by a password. So anybody can access that. And all this content is written in LaTeX, and it's done by the teachers of the course. They upload it automatically by using Subversion to a server which is called the eNotes server, on which a HTML version and a PDF version and even an EPUB version for iPads can be produced automatically. Or you can manage it manually if you like or prefer. In this way, all the daily information, agendas, exercises, eNotes are managed using LaTeX. So we believe that on the author side of things, we have also created a system which is extremely easy for people at DTU to work with, because so many people already know and use LaTeX in their daily life. We have created another video where we are going into details on how this process is actually working with the eNotes. So I hope that you liked what you saw right here. This is the learning management system that the course portal we can integrate for your course, and the eNote system behind. If that is interesting to you, take a look at the other video and I'll walk you through that one as well.